Hi and welcome everyone. I am Friar Tuck. This is my epoch. Okay, so this video is going to cover two things. Okay, why I deleted my video from earlier today. I put a lot of effort into making sure to articulate myself in that video, but there are a couple of reasons why I pulled it down, and part of that reason is the second part of this video is that over the last couple of days I've had multiple panic attacks to the point to where I've even blacked out. I was shaken so bad last night that for some reason, like, I started crying, not because I was sad, not because of anything like that. It was like a biological reaction of that. I reached a point of so much stress, so much anxiety, so much rage, and so much discomfort that was my body's way of reacting to be able to cope with it. And so why did I take down the video? Okay, it's real simple. It's nothing. Before I when I uploaded the video, or before I uploaded the video, I watched it a couple of times. I spent a lot of time trying to calm myself down. As I was explaining to a friend, it's like, I'm so angry, I'm calm. And so, when you reach that point and you try and get rid of emotion, but yet you're aware that the anger is there, you try and put that aside and try and make sure that the video remains as neutral as possible. Now, I thought I did a good job, but there are just the way that people listen. Sometimes people just kind of passively listen, and they're not listening to all of the words in which I use. They may not fully understand the vocabulary in which I'm using. Not to say that I'm smarter than everyone. It's more or less to say that I've taken time to learn different words to be able to articulate myself, in a more creative manner. So I've looked through a thesaurus many times. Okay, how many similar words are there to being homeless? Okay, things like that. You can call it transient, tramp, da 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 da. Okay, they all mean the same thing. They all just different words with a variation of the same description. But I went through it, and seeing some of the comments, I see some people got upset, some people thought I was spot on. I got a lot of likes, more likes than usual for a video, which I thought was really good, and I thought it was being received properly. But one of my subscribers here, who has been a long-term subscriber, who I respect him because of how he's participated in the comments, to where when he said, hey, look, you may be confused, I'm not exactly sure what he meant by that, but I'm going to take heed to that, because one thing I've learned dealing with my mental health issues is that sometimes that when I don't have the ability to keep my composure, it's important to listen to others and what others are saying, because they tell you the things you can't see. And sometimes it's hard, but it is something that, if you do, will have more positive effects than negative effects. So I decided that, maybe I might have went too far. Maybe I didn't articulate myself the way I thought I should. And there's nothing wrong with what this person said. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. And quite frankly, right now, I can't feel anything. Because I've had to, part of it's just because I've had to learn how to shut myself off. So over the last couple of days, what I was really trying to explain is that I have been spit on twice. I have had little kids throw trash on me. I have had people antagonize me. Just me moseying along on my own, not even interacting with people. And to have something like that happen, especially when you've got no place to go and have your own sanctuary, your own place of peace. Okay, that's one of the benefits of having an inside dwelling. It's probably the only thing that I really, really miss about being housed up, is that when the world gets too much, at least I've got a safe place to go. and not having that on top of the compounding of the, day after day after day. This wasn't just one time, one incident, and I cracked. No, this was multiple days. And then even after I posted the video, it still didn't finish, because I went up to the emergency shelter because I'd left my knife there, and I said, hey, I left my knife, but they came out and they're like, oh, well, you're coming in. I'm like, well, I wasn't planning on it, but yeah, I could use a shower. Sure, why not? And then they asked me, well, they're like, well, you know what we got to do with the bag? I'm like, sure, not a problem. I unzip it so that they can look in and do their thing. Oh, no, you need to pull everything out. I'm like, I'm not pulling everything out of my bag, because it's a pain to put it back, one, and two, you're not going to do anything about it. So no, I would rather, I'm here for my knife anyways. Let me just get my knife and be gone. I was not angry. I did not raise my voice. I was kind of in that calm anger state. And they're, oh, you're getting an attitude with this. Oh, you need to watch yourself. Oh, it's Sunday. It's like, come on, man. Will this not stop? And so, the lady just, keeps going on and keep going. I said, look, I don't want to come in. I'm not going to empty my whole bag for you. I'm here for my knife anyways. Can I get my knife and I'll be gone? Oh, well, da, 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 da. So I said, go get someone else. That person comes out. They're like, and they get ready to start searching my bag. I said, look, this isn't the issue. I don't plan on coming in because the lady wants to search my full bag and wants me to pull everything out, and I'm not going to pull it all out and put it back in, because it's packed tightly. And she's like, oh, well, no, you know the drill. You've done this before. I said, yes, you guys usually, I open up, I unzip it. So I unzip it, and then I zip up the hood. And so I go undo the other thing. And she's like, why are you getting an attitude with me? I'm like, I'm not even getting an attitude with you. I'm like, look in, there you go. You have, I'm opening up my bag and giving you the ability to search it, but I'm not going to pull everything out and string it out. And so, this lady ends up getting upset with me too. And I'm like, I don't understand this. So then a third person comes out, and this third person, happens to be, I said, you know what? This is too much. Why are you guys escalating and instigating this? Why are you guys doing this? I'm not raising my voice. I am not yelling. I am not getting angry. All I want is my knife. Give me my knife and I will be gone. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I said, you know what? I can't deal with this right now. So I said, you know what? I'm going to go outside. I'm going to have a cigarette. I'm going to calm down. And then I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to get my knife. And they're threatening to call the police on me and all this other stuff. And I'm like, yeah, police aren't going to do anything. If anything, they're going to tell them to quit being dumbasses, for the most part. But, so then I had to deal with that to get me my knife. And the guy brought it to me, and I told him I'll never come back. And that's one of those, I better honor what I said. I will never go back there. Not because, and the thing is it makes me ask this question. And this is part of the reason why I need to have a couple of day break. I might post videos, as things come along to kind of share with you my progress, if this might be something that you guys like. But, as time goes along, I need to be able to process what just happened, because, quite frankly, this has been the most horrible experience I've ever had being homeless. Now, I've experienced some crappy crap, but what I've experienced over the last few days is probably the hardest thing for me to deal with, and to be completely, constantly inundated. The fact that I'm able to weather this storm as good as I am, I'm proud of myself. I think that I'm doing a good job, especially listening to the warning signs when people tell me things, to listen to them more at that point than to than anything else. So, I need to take some time, get my brain chemistry straight, get my thoughts correct, and balance myself out. But I need to ask myself a question, really. I mean, I like being on trail. I like doing the whole trail thing. It's peaceful, it's quiet. I need a couple things, to be able to make it so that if I wanted to get on trail tomorrow, I could. I need a cook kit. I need and I need a water filter. You know, that's going to cost me, it's going to cost me about 75, 80 bucks to get. Okay. Those two things. And then all I have to do is just pack some food and I am ready to go. And so, I mean, I've got enough to be able to just, if I want to get on the road, I'm just, you know, I'm done with this. But here's the other thing is I don't want to be running from my problems either. You know, now that it's getting rough, do I run or do I stand in? And at what point in time is standing in the wrong thing to do versus the right thing to do? Like, when do you make that choice? When do you say, you know what, this isn't worth it, be gone? And when do you say, you know what, me leaving is probably the worst thing to happen to me? Because I have opportunities here. I'm working on writing articles. I want to be able to get a business started. This is a happening place, but there is so much dumb crap that happens out here, and I don't know. Me being a pacifist, I think this is probably one of the things that bugs me the most, is that as a pacifist, I've reached a point where I've had enough to where my pacifism is going down. One of the things I asked a police officer today, because I had to ask him, like, you know, you got this going on and that going on. You know, what's my rights and recourse? What can I do that will allow me to you know, stand my ground without going to jail? And, you know, the officer's like, you know, it's gross what these people are doing. I can't believe it's disgusting, you know, and you know, we're short-staffed. We can't really do anything about it. But there's no real recourse, because, you know, you would have a hard time proving, you know, something like this in court, and you're going to end up in jail if, you know, somebody spits on you and you swing on them, even though, because it's spitting, they didn't hit you. And so the laws haven't caught up with what's going on socially. And, you know, and so it's like, what do I do? I'm kind of at this point where I cannot tolerate this anymore. I do not treat people like this, and so I do not expect to be treated like this. I treat people with as much dignity and respect as possible, and I expect the same in return. But society has degraded so much that it is, I don't know if it's this area or what, but it's all falling apart. Anyways, guys, before I get off rambling, because I am medicated enough to be able to kind of get my stability. That's kind of why I'm calm and I'm collective and stuff like this, because I have calmed my nerves enough to where I can somewhat balance myself out. And this is going to be a process. So I would love to hear you guys' advice. Can you give me some advice? What do I do here? I don't know what to do. I know that this is bullshit. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm nobody in their right mind deserves to be treated like this from one human being to another, and to be able to justify it, and for whatever reasons, and to be able to have no right of recourse. How is that not the breakdown of law? I've been homeless for years. I've never been treated like this. This is the only time, really, I think I've ever had anybody come out and you know, come after me just because I was homeless. I've had people discriminate, but discrimination, whatever, I can deal with that. But being downright malicious, no. This is the first time I've dealt with it. And I think that this is a trend, and I think you're going to start seeing, eventually people are going to get tired of it, and they're going to come to a point where they're going to stand up. And at that point in time, you have vigilante justice. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. You know how to help the channel. Become a subscriber. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to hit that like button. Talk to you later. Bye.